Welcome to the Popcorn Talk Network, for the online broadcast network that features movie discussion, news, and interviews. Press 1. Popcorn Talk. We talk movies. From the Popcorn Talk Network, the online broadcast network for movie talk, and the Schmoes know, this is Box Office Breakdown. Information and commentary on weekly movie box office.
Ready? There we go. I was like, I'm here. I swear. I'm sorry. I was gone last week, guys. But thank you, Ken, for being amazing as usual.
The pit boss.
I love him so much.
Yeah, he was
He's one of
fantastic.
my idols now. So we have to thank him. But I'm glad to be back, talk to you guys about box office numbers on Popcorn Talk Network. Of course, you guys were here last week. You're back.
Yeah,
again
we
with
missed you.
me.
You know, it was a fun show. Ken knows some things about movies, even though he doesn't watch many.
He's pretty good at it.
He's kind of like the World Cup. He only goes once every 4 years.
He knows a lot of stuff.
He does know.
He does know a lot, though.
Mostly about Star Wars
Yes.
and other things in that realm. which is-
Everything about Star Wars.
yeah.
Everything.
I'm scared he might
If
have
you
a heart
haven't
attack.
watched his show, you guys need to watch it. It's fantastic.
He might have a heart attack next Thursday on the show when they got Mark Hamill in there on the main show.
Oh, yeah.
He just might pass out.
This year for him.
Everybody on the
Big
show, what am I
year.
talking about? Everybody on the show might pass out.
I'm going to ask him about the Big Red One, which is a World War II film during Mark Hamill was actually in back in the 80s.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Just to throw him a curveball?
Just to throw him a curveball. Like, throw that out there.
Because that's what everyone wants to know about. Everyone is totally listening to Mark Hamill's interview because they want to hear about that.
90% of the people listening right now just heard about that movie for the first time.
Yeah, well, I'd agree with that. Hey, is that dress satin? What is that dress satin?
No.
Sara Stretton?
Jersey, I think.
Sara
Is
Stretton?
it Jersey?
I feel like you're looking at it like you want to feel it.
I'm going to feel it after the show. I got here a
You're
little
all
late.
the
If
way
you
over
were
there for
nothing
a
but
reason.
satin, you could be Sara Stretton.
That would be good.
That would be pretty awesome.
It'd be like an interesting comic book character.
Never mind.
Well,
I'm not going to get into
JT's
this.
got shorts on.
Yeah, rocking the
All
shorts.
right.
LA weather. Sorry, East Coast, who's like about to
Yeah.
get like 12 feet of snow or whatever.
I don't even own a pair
Sorry.
of shorts. I have no shorts ever. I don't even.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a liar.
Well, I don't wear underwear, so I mean,
That I believe.
yeah.
Okay, before we get into this past weekend's numbers, I wanted to congratulate you,
Oh, thank you.
Tom.
Yeah.
You're on point. You're 5 for 5.
I'm transcending into
This new
another
intelligence has presented itself in your brain. Don't know how this is
I think
happening.
it's the glasses and the hair.
Definitely the glasses.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into this week. Finally, our number one has changed.
Yeah.
Someone else took over the box office this weekend. But let's start, of course, with number 5. Paddington still hanging on in there with $5 million. It's in its 4th week, and now our 4th spot.
I thought this was going to do worse. Honestly, I thought it was going to do worse. So.
You thought that Seventh Son
Yeah.
with multiple A-list stars is doing okay with $7 million?
I mean, it's not good, but
Well.
I thought it would be like a Black Hat type deal where it'd be in like number 8. They're just happy to break the top 5.
There was nothing else in the marketplace for it. Except for Jupiter. Which
Well, that
Jupiter Ascending.
yeah, those are
which
counterbalancing.
let's run through the
beat
five.
it
sorry.
it came in at the 3rd spot, Jupiter Ascending, with $19 million. This is a movie that had an $176 million budget.
Supposedly.
And brought, supposedly,
I heard
yes.
it was more than like 200.
Oh, wow.
Well, let's just say that $19 million doesn't cut it.
No.
At all. We'll get more in depth with that because that's just an interesting story. Now, bump down to the number 2 spot, American Sniper. It is in its 7th week. Of course, we've only seen it in the top spot for the past 3 weeks or
Yeah,
so
last 3
because
weeks.
of its earlier specialty box office opening. Still doing incredibly well. Only dropped 21% and brought in $24 million. That's $5 million more dollars than
Unbelievable
more
money.
dollars.
I
than-
like how you said that.
yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Jupiter Ascending has huge stars,
Yep.
horrible word of mouth, and it only made $19 million. You've got a movie in its 7th week making $5 more million than that, and our 5th spot movie made $5 million.
Yeah.
These numbers are crazy. And then getting to our number 1 spot by a landslide.
right?
The SpongeBob movie.
Wow.
Sponge Out of Water with $56 million. I guess Paramount made a good investment. People are
Absolutely.
I underestimated the SpongeBob movie. The first one did good, but this one did way better. And I thought maybe, listen, I don't watch a lot of Nickelodeon, but I thought the fandom kind of has shrunk a little bit for SpongeBob. So I'm really surprised it did this much. I was thinking 35 million. It did 56.
That's
yeah,
what I
was on par with you for like the 30. I was like, we're looking at a show that came out in 1999. So maybe when they released the first movie, and that was in like 2004.
2004, yeah.
11 years ago.
That means you were having to maybe get families to go see it, versus now it's at the age where people who were into SpongeBob when it was first released go to movies on their own.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe that was drawing more people. I don't know. In my mind, it's mostly just for people who
they got
are
the stoners.
drugs.
They got
Exactly.
the stoners that were kids while watching it. Now they're like, well, they were like 12-year-old stoners. Now they're like 24-year-old stoners or whatever it is. So basically,
yeah, that's true.
you know, they're and still doing really well on the Nickelodeon channel for kids.
And
So
it was
you
in
get those
3D.
doubles.
It's. I think the 3D definitely helped out.
No, but from what I've heard, although the advertising, the marketing has really pushed this like 3D, and it's not just the classic animation, the actual film itself is not that much of what, like 50% of the advertising is like that they're
Out of water.
Yeah,
It's
they're out
the
of
title,
water.
yeah.
And
it's-
that's supposedly almost in none of the film.
Well, I saw the movie over the weekend.
Oh.
So I did actually see it. Yeah, the last 20 minutes they finally do get out of the water. And before that, it just kind of plays a traditional long episode or a movie. I saw the original in 2004 with some college friends. I'd never seen SpongeBob before. First one was actually, I think, a much better film. I hate to call it a film.
Yeah.
It's a much better movie.
Extended episode.
Yeah, it was more
Yeah.
entertaining than this one. This one was, I don't know, it felt kind of, you know who was good in it? It was Antonio Banderas plays a pirate in real life. And he's kind of telling the story.
There's a real person in it?
Yeah, Antonio Banderas. And I'm watching, I'm thinking, I was like, this guy needs to do a Pirates of the Caribbean movie because he was really good as a pirate.
They're
He was
still
a-
making those. So
yeah,
there's
that's
a
why I was
chance.
like, dude, go get Antonio Banderas. He's great in this.
Everybody's good as a pirate.
Is that true?
Except Christopher Walken in the Peter Pan miniseries. What a loser.
Oh, so sad. It was. I believe it was a live
That
musical.
was a movie.
Let's actually
whatever
get
he
what
did.
it was. Correct.
It's horrible.
All right, well, beyond SpongeBob movie, I really want to get into talking about the
Jupiter.
two bombs of
yeah.
this weekend. Jupiter Ascending and Seventh Son. We've had many bombs already. We're only in February.
Well, this is the
And-
garbage months, though.
Yeah, but
I mean,
the crazy
they're
part
expected.
True. But
Garbage
the crazy
month.
part about that is that the box office is higher than ever right now. On track
January
to like bust
made
every
a ton.
yeah, but
They made over
to bust
Yeah.
every single record so
Well,
far.
American Sniper, I think, single-handedly is bringing that.
Well, that's true too.
It's just we're seeing the margins. It's like things are like movies like Black Hat, like these are making in the less than $10 million range. And then you have movies like American Sniper making just boatloads. And then we're going to see how, of course, 50 Shades will do.
I actually saw Jupiter Ascending this weekend.
Really?
I was busy.
I saw
at the
Seventh
movies.
Son.
You saw
Yes,
Seventh Son? I didn't
we
see
saw
that.
some
Okay, so you saw Seventh
Great
Son.
A movies.
Jupiter Ascending, Wachowski's, there's no doubt they can make a beautiful looking film, and the action sequences are really cool at times, but the story is so sloppy and messy. And I mean, Tatum is fine, but he's just kind of doing this. He has like no character, no development. So while you're watching a movie, there's moments where you're like, oh, that's really cool, but everything around it is just garbage. So you can't really, I can't give the movie a positive review. And I'm starting to think the Wachowskis were a one-trick pony.
Oh my
I mean,
God,
The
they
Matrix
are.
is really the only movie they did, and the sequels weren't that great.
Somewhere in the
It's aggressive.
Speed Racer, not very good.
Horrible.
Cloud Atlas, it had some moments I
has
liked.
a beautiful score.
Yes, but overall the movie was kind of a mess, just like this movie. The only two films I think they've done good is Bound, which is their first film, and the first Matrix. You gotta give them the first Matrix, but
Yeah, of course.
I don't know what the heck has happened. They're kind of like Shamalama Ding Dong. They just
I
kind of
agree.
suck
Well,
it up.
somewhere in the Warner Brothers crackdown, underground crackdown, where they're giving people $200 million to do movies.
Yeah.
It's got. I think this is the last.
Last chance for them, huh?
Well, yeah, Warner Brothers is not going to open a checkbook for them anymore with this kind of cash.
Why
can't.
would they?
It's
What-
got to be maybe go back to Bound, do $50 million sci-fis, do some lower
Yeah.
budget stuff. They're crying like, oh, nobody wants to see original material anymore.
Matrix
No, nobody
credit-
wants to see original shit material.
Their Matrix credit is running out.
Correct.
Because that's what they've been using for the past few films.
But what they've been
right now.
pushing with this film, with Jupiter Ascending, is that they were really trying to push the boundaries of their visual effects. They were adding
they
so
did, I
many
guess.
shots. And so if they're going to pitch that that's what this movie was supposed to be and that they can improve upon it, then they might get that check for another 200 because if that was their mission to show the visual effects spectrum, I've heard they accomplished that. I've heard that this movie is tanking on the acting.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, the
And
acting's
that's
bad.
where-
Horribly miscast.
Well, maybe they shouldn't direct anymore. They should just be the visual effects supervisors
That's
and let someone
not a
else
bad-
take care of the story and the directing.
not
Or
Because
a
bring
bad
in
idea.
someone else.
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying.
That is a very good possibility.
They worked with another director on Cloud Atlas, and so maybe there was
They pull
parts
a
of that
lot
movie
of
I
their
liked.
same team. If you look
Yeah.
at the people who work on Jupiter Ascending, you're pulling from the Matrix team, you're pulling from Cloud Atlas, and these people have resumes to back them up and to have a standard rep that this movie isn't going to kill them.
No.
This movie's being killed
Well,
on word
it's-
of mouth.
I think
and
it'll do good internationally also because of it's a big spectacle and it has Tatum and Mila Kunis. I think it's gonna draw. It's not gonna make a lot of money. They'll be lucky if they break even.
This is it's
But
gonna,
that,
it's
at this point,
reaching-
that's a victory for them. I think.
It's
If they
reaching
break
John
even,
Carter
yeah.
territory. It's going to lose.
I don't think it's that bad.
It's close. It's a massive loss.
That's
The crazy
true.
thing about this movie was they wanted Mila Kunis to drop weight in this movie.
Shut
This
up.
is serious, and she was like, "No, I'm not doing it." And then the
are you talking
Wachowski-
about the fact that she just had a baby?
Yeah. Well, they wanted her to lose more weight, and the Wachowski brothers went to Warner Brothers and were like, "We want her fired," and they were like, "No, who are you gonna get?" And they're like, "She's a box office draw. We need her in the movie." Word got back to Mila that happened, and she was like a diva on set and demanding everything, and was just really angry.
Okay, so this
whole
is
time.
this is the,
Wow.
I normally don't believe his
Yeah, yeah,
stories,
yeah.
but I'm going to add a little bit of possible
Okay.
validation to you.
All right.
Okay.
Where I heard that this originally had a release date of this past summer.
Yeah, got
So it
moved.
got pushed back. And the reason for that was reshoots. And they were saying that it was because they needed more time to get more clear story points and it was really story based.
Yeah.
Well, the rumor mill is that it actually was based on acting and particularly on Mila Kunis, which was a root of the problem in the original shooting was she was like being a diva, allowing only like 5 takes a shot. She wouldn't keep taking takes. She like set like a 5-take limit and it was unusable and she wasn't being receptive. So there does seem to be some rumors, but they're all
People can look it
pointing
up.
in
It's
a
true.
direction that's not too flattering for her.
She did like watching a movie. I was like, she was just kind of sleepwalking through the whole thing.
I mean, I'm telling you,
paycheck.
I'm telling you what happened. If somebody was going to fire me from this show and be like, "Yeah, you're gone in like 3 weeks," and I'd be like, "Okay," I'd come in here naked. You know what I mean? So I mean, why
Please
not?
please don't do that.
Yeah, please don't do that.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna have to run away again.
Okay.
It's true.
No,
you guys can look
but-
it up.
So word of mouth
That you
killed.
coming naked?
I think
Oh, I'm you know.
word of mouth killed Jupiter
Yeah,
Ascending,
and then-
and is continuing to do so.
Speak a little bit about Seventh Son because you're the only one you're the only person I know, period, that's seen it.
Where did you see it and why?
Seriously.
I saw Seventh Son because sometimes I have faith in the looking horrible, crappy, like
You just like Jeff Bridges' hair.
sci-fi movie, like Stardust or like
Okay.
this. I'll give them a try because sometimes I love them and sometimes they have really golden lines. And this one did. It's not good. I can't tell you to go see it.
What made you choose this over Jupiter? Were you arguing over the two?
Was I arguing over the two? No, I'll
No?
probably
Wow.
see Jupiter Ascending as well.
Okay.
Just to give it a shot. Also, I just want to see what it looks like, what they did put
Yeah.
together. I heard it's visually astonishing.
Visually very well done. Can't argue
I
that.
definitely will probably see that. Yeah, Seventh Son. I understand why it only made 7 million, and I contributed to that.
Is Jeff Bridges like? Is he on drugs? Is he chewing marbles? I mean, is he what?
he chewing marbles?
Does he have an enlarged tongue? Like, why is he always speaking like he has marbles in his mouth? Is that like his new thing? Or
That's
does he
what
have-
he's now known
Does he have
for, and
early
he's just-
onset dementia or something?
No, I feel like he's just capitalizing on it. Like he was
Okay.
even doing the Om in the Super Bowl
Yeah,
commercial, and
I think he's a lunatic drunk.
I think it's the sad part is I feel like it's become more of a caricature of himself,
A little bit of a
than
crutch,
like
maybe?
yeah, than him actually trying to explore it, which is kind of sad and ruins some of the believability for me.
Okay.
Especially because I did respect him as an actor for so long. Of
course.
So,
The Last Picture
and now
Show.
it's kind of like the Johnny Depp thing where they've grasped onto something and they're just pushing it, and it's like this fake mass instead of actually being absorbed by them. So it's sad.
It's called Oxycontin.
No.
Okay,
All right.
so yeah, there we go.
We've talked about American Sniper. We've talked about Paddington. I don't think we need to talk about them anymore this
Nope.
week. Maybe we'll return next week. All right, let's get into our internet. Oh, do you have
One
something?
thing.
You have one thing to say.
just wanna,
that was really polite. Did you see?
Yeah.
He like put one
That's
finger
Tom.
up,
I
and he like tried to make eye contact.
That's Tom
Yeah.
right
He's
there.
like, wait,
love making eye contact.
Wait.
I just want to talk about Mordecai again.
Okay.
It made
Mordecai.
$135,000 this week in its third week, and it now holds this weird, dubious distinction of getting to the third biggest drop off of theaters ever, like out of theaters.
Oh, so it left theaters.
So
pretty quick.
basically, last week, in its second week, it was 2,600 theaters. This week, it was 250.
Holy cow.
That's like 94%.
I told you, box office bombs.
And look,
Mordecai, Black Hat, Jupiter Ascending, Seventh Son, that new one coming out with Margot Robbie
Yeah,
and Will
but
Smith.
Two of those
The
theaters
first
are
one-
in Johnny Depp's mansion, I believe.
Yes, and one's in Pasadena where you go. The other one is, I think Meet Dave was number one. Like with the
Oh,
Eddie,
yeah, yeah,
the
the
Eddie
Eddie
Murphy,
Murphy movie?
Oscar classic
Oh,
that Brian
horrible.
Robbins directed, or was producing or something.
Yeah, horrible
and I
movie.
think two was like Geely or like Jonah Hex or something.
Oh, Jonah
One
Hex.
of- so we're talking Mordecai is on a level of that kind of bomb.
Oh, poor Mordecai. All right, well,
Nice
let's
job,
get into
Mordecai.
our international snaps for you. All right, let's get into our international numbers because
I believe-
although our
Oh, wait, never mind. Good. Sorry.
Did-
I was
did
thinking
you-
something
did you
else.
have
I was
something
thinking
to
something
say?
else. No, go ahead, please.
Okay.
He jumped the gun.
I jumped the gun.
she's a little excited over here. All right, but international numbers, where some of our domestic numbers, international numbers have no correlation, it seems.
Zero.
Let's go to Jupiter Ascending. So it might make some of its money because it opened in 65 international markets and earned $32.5 million. The biggest market was Russia, which we've been hearing a lot about lately, I feel.
Isn't Mila from Russia?
Yes, she is.
I believe she's
She's a
Russian.
big draw there.
Yeah, Lithuania or something. No, yeah. She's
And
Lithuanian.
In
Same thing.
Russia, it took first
Polish,
place
I
with
think.
4
Polish.
point.
No,
Thank you.
maybe half Polish.
4.7 million. Shush. All right. It also took the top spot in a handful of smaller Asian markets, and the big budget sci-fi flick expands to Australia in 2 weeks, and then will reach China and Japan in March.
Probably gonna make
So-
like $5 billion in China.
I feel like I was just
That's-
gonna say China. Like I feel like this is right up their alley. They love the sci-fi special effects.
This is their
Futuristic stuff.
market. All right, playing in 25 markets, domestics number one is SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water, adding 16.2 million this weekend. According to Paramount, that's 5.5 times as much as the first
Jesus.
SpongeBob movie. And the first SpongeBob movie earned around 55 million overseas, and this is outing already 26.8 million. So it should pass the original in
Yeah.
the next week or so.
Wow. So man, it made
Absolutely.
5 times more. I wonder. Will they get movies late? Maybe they just got the first SpongeBob movie like a couple years ago.
Where,
It's
China?
writing wherever this opened. It's just writing that way.
2004.
2004.
That was 2004. It's quite a delay.
Yeah,
All right,
Titanic opens next week in China.
Okay.
going back, Big Hero 6, we originally talked, has earned 12.7 million in 33 markets. This has been out in the international realm for a long time. If you guys remember,
Yeah.
Big Hero 6 opened in Russia prior to opening
Yep.
in the US. It's bringing its international total to 286.6 million. It has also crossed the $500 million mark worldwide, making it Disney's fourth 2014 release to reach that milestone. Good job,
All
Disney.
our money is gonna have Mickey Mouse in the middle instead of George
That's
Washington.
true.
Before you know it,
I have a friend.
Eventually, they're gonna start printing their own money.
I-
They're printing their own money.
I have a friend who's one of the many Disney accountants.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Like you
Oh, yeah.
don't
Oh,
even
it's
want to
unbelievable.
know.
Let me tell you.
I went to Disney World or Disneyland on Saturday for the first time in my whole entire life.
Oh really?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It was
Did you
good.
get kicked out?
No, I didn't. I went on Space Mountain, a bunch of other fun stuff.
No joke. I went to a restaurant this weekend and I didn't have any cash, but I had Disney bucks and they took it.
Yeah,
No, it was a joke.
and Monopoly money.
It's the Disney
gonna
money you
happen.
buy. You know, you buy Disney bucks. They work anywhere now
It's
because they're
gonna happen.
basically money.
It's gonna happen.
Crazy.
It's gonna happen eventually.
All right, I think that you guys had some news. for us.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
we're going to segue into the
Oh,
the
yeah.
foreign
We're
movie
about to
title
go
game.
to. Yeah.
And we've been working on something, and it's pretty interesting. JT came up with this brilliant little intro to our movie game, and we're going to let it go right now.
Break out the Rosetta Stone, because it's time for the international title game.
Al esfuerzo y al heroísmo de una revolución, no lo queremos.
What'd you think, Sarah?
Epic.
I was trying really hard, like, not to just, like, burst out laughing because, like, I wanted everyone to be able to hear it.
Yeah.
Do you know who those three people were?
I don't want
I'll give credit to anybody.
Yeah.
If anybody knows who those three people are.
I'm almost
I'd be amazed. Well, one of them, I feel like, if you're a real.
Was
movie
this a
buff.
joint effort?
No, this is all me.
Yeah, it's all JT.
All right, so you guys can either thank, blame,
I was like-
or laugh
we were-
at JTE.
we were like, hey, we need a
Pick
jingle.
Your
Yeah.
option.
He sent it to me like 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what the hell he was doing. I listened to it in my bed, and I played it, and there was like a bunch of people around me in the bed, obviously, and everybody liked it. Everybody liked it.
How many people?
Okay, anyway.
How many people in your bed
You
at 4 a.m.?
have, you have,
I have a king
you have
size bed.
everyone in his bed's approval.
Yeah.
Congratulations. How does that make you feel?
Yeah.
All right, so break the game down. How's this work, Bobby? Just for some new
Basically,
people.
we're gonna go with China again this week.
It's all China.
Sarah doesn't know I found the website that transfers every single movie into Chinese names and stuff. It's brilliant.
For like real names or fake names?
No real names. Well, maybe some fake ones.
Maybe it's a fake site.
All right,
Maybe
so,
it's not.
So there's 5.
This
You're
is your
gonna give us
fact
5
checker.
titles,
No,
right?
there's 4 titles.
4 titles.
One is false.
One's not real. The
Yes,
rest are.
and we're gonna pick 'em out,
Okay,
yes.
Let's do this.
China. The Graduate.
Have we done this before?
Young guy pumps cheek with a cougar and takes her to Pound Town, USA. No, I'm kidding. That's not it.
That's not. That's ridiculous.
China.
Okay.
7. The Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman.
Oh yeah. Oh great.
Okay.
movie.
Kevin Spacey, What's in the Box thriller. Firewire, Pulp Fiction.
Firewire, Pulp Fiction.
No.
Okay.
That's weird.
No.
China.
Okay.
When Harry Met Sally, the Billy Crystal, Meg Ryan
Yes, classic.
classic. Sex and Chopsticks.
Oh, I can buy that one. Because they eat a lot.
China. I Think I Love My Wife, the Chris Rock classic.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I Love My Cheating Wife.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Some guys do. China. The Stallone direct-to-DVD classic, Avenging Angelo.
Avenging Angelo. Yeah,
Very little.
I remember that movie.
Yeah.
Madeline Stowe.
Yep, straight to DVD.
What's his name? Quinn. I can't remember his name.
Aiden Quinn, yeah.
Aiden Quinn. Yeah. Okay.
Devil Bodyguard.
Man, they love the devil over there.
Yeah.
I need help.
So
All right.
I'll run them down
Run them
again.
out one more time, then we'll make our guess.
China, obviously, for all 4 of them.
Yep.
7. Firewire, Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
No comma.
Okay.
When Harry Met Sally, Sex and Chopsticks.
Ooh, that's tough.
Okay.
I Think I Love My Wife. I Love My Cheating Wife. Avenging Angelo. Devil Bodyguard.
Okay.
No comma.
Here we go. I know Schwarzenegger is always referred to as the devil in his movies.
But
but
that's
is
correct.
Stallone also? I'm gonna say that.
Sex and Chopsticks.
Sex. I'm gonna say.
No, I stole it first.
I'm gonna say Avenging Angelo is the wrong one because devil is usually Schwarzenegger, not Stallone.
Okay.
Josh in the booth. What are you guessing?
Firewire or Pulp Fiction sounds made up for sure.
Oh wow, he's confident with that one.
I'm listening to You're a Towel on, on chat roll.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Sarah's correct. Sex
Thank
and
you, You're a
Chopsticks.
Towel.
Damn it.
You're
Yes.
awesome.
It was actually called like Fake Orgasm or something like that.
I was going to say it's probably like no sex in chopsticks.
Something like that.
Well, I was gonna say because there's that famous scene where they're eating dinner and she, does the orgasm. So I said, okay, sex and chopsticks. They're
Yeah,
probably
they have
eating.
chopsticks in
But
China.
all right, that was a tough one.
That's like chopsticks in
Thank you,
Japan,
chat roll,
actually.
for being
Why is
amazing.
Stallone the devil too? Him and Arnold.
Because they all, it's steroids and stuff.
American devil.
Yeah, steroids.
All right. Well done.
I just need to learn to just listen to everyone else.
I was on a roll for a while.
All
I
right.
hit like 3 in a row.
Should roll the
Let's
intro
get
again.
to our. No, we're not rolling the intro again. Come back next week
Yeah.
if they want to hear it.
We'll end the show and begin the segment with that.
Yes.
If you want to come up with some new theme songs, you can do that. But now we are going to go on to our top 5 list of the week, which, thank you, SpongeBob, is going to go to Nickelodeon movies.
Nickelodeon.
Such a kid-friendly list. All right, let's go to our number 5 with a classic.
Oh, yeah.
The Rugrats movie.
Rugrat movie. I don't think I ever saw this movie.
$100 million.
Never seen it.
I think I did.
I think I did.
I don't really know because the episodes have merged into like if it was the movie. I kind of remember them going around in like a dinosaur like baby carriage.
I think there's more than one, too. I think there's the 2 Rugrat movies.
Yeah, they're like speaking like gibberish tongue, right? Or something. They
No,
don't
you're
even-
thinking Charlie Brown's
Oh,
parents.
yeah.
But on this list, the Rugrats movie has one of the top like reviews.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
People really liked it. All right, number
show was
4
idiots.
was Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, which made 118. This was a live action movie. Jim
vehicle.
Carrey.
Yeah. I didn't like this movie. I saw it in theaters, did not like it.
Yeah, he overacted.
Sorry, I just wanted to throw it out there.
He
Yeah,
overacted.
he did overact a little bit.
It's
And
Nickelodeon. It was for children.
it's like the Tim
but
Burton movie,
kids know
not
when
directed by
people-
Tim Burton.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. I was like, this is a Tim Burton movie, but Tim Burton's nowhere to be seen.
Yes.
I didn't see it, so I really
Okay, so
can't
yeah,
speak to this.
idea, yeah, it's not good.
I did see the next one on the list, number 3, Rango. 123 million. You are making a fist pump of approval.
I love this
JT.
movie. Have you seen it? You
It was
saw
like the
I have.
Hunter S. Thompson movie.
Johnny Depp's in it.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like a remake of like Chinatown, but with insects.
He's a chameleon.
Well, chameleon, but there's like insects and birds and beavers and all that stuff all over the place. It was great though. It was visually, it was one of the best animated films I saw visually, just because it looks so detailed. And Gore
a lot of people really like that. movie.
Gore Verbinski directed it.
Did
the
he
guy who
really?
did Pirates.
Didn't know that.
The Weatherman and all that. This was a great movie. It was one of my favorite films that year it came out.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you
that
go.
says a
Good
lot.
job,
It's
Nickelodeon.
Johnny Depp's last good movie
Seal
also.
of
Yeah.
approval.
Probably ever.
Number 2, not making it on many people's top movie list, was The Last Airbender.
Wow.
This movie, I'm pretty sure, had like a less than 10% on Rotten Tomatoes. I want to say it was like 6.
It's like a minus.
It was, people hated it, and it still made $131 million.
in India.
Yeah, it's called The Last Airbender. It should have been called The Last Shyamalama Ding Dong Movie.
Yeah,
Because-
pretty much. That was
The
good.
show.
This
well,
was the nail in the coffin.
The show that it was based off of did
Yeah, well, it's
fantastic
huge.
on
Yes.
and through multiple age demographics. Like
Yep.
that show took off.
And I think this
They have
movie made a lot
spin-off
of money
series.
overseas. I think it made money overseas.
Everyone I talk to tells me that cartoon is like one of the best cartoons ever made.
I loved that cartoon.
Oh, you did? So you
I
watched it?
loved that
Okay.
cartoon.
See, I haven't seen
watched
it.
a little bit of Legend of Korra, but not that much.
So I can imagine disappointment of those poor people that went and saw this movie.
I saw it.
And were you just as disappointed?
I was. I mean, I really did like the show. So
Yeah.
I went and I saw it and I gave it a shot. Number 1, another failure. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Thank you last year, 2014, for $191 million to Nickelodeon.
Did not like
Very.
this movie. Didn't like it.
No, it's terrible.
Wow, I'm so surprised because I've
Every
heard,
single movie on
I've
this list
heard a
is terrible.
different reaction from everyone else.
Mark Riley liked it.
No, did he?
Yeah, he liked it.
Really?
That's what we need. We need to get
Talking
someone on
Riley.
here who like loved
I mean,
that movie.
Nickelodeon. I mean, this is the least kiddie. I don't know. Less Airbender wasn't really a kid movie, really. But
Yeah, I mean, Nickelodeon plays with these weird tones. You
yeah,
know?
they could go up and down.
Like, Double Dare had like a lot of sexual overtones in it.
Shut up,
Yeah,
Double
the
Dare?
show, yeah.
How?
Yeah, you'll see. Just watch it again. Revisit it.
Do you make like a video essay for YouTube?
Yeah, they made some of the moms wear like white t-shirts and they get slimed up, and next thing you know, voila.
He pays very close attention
Well, I'll be
to this.
YouTubing Double Dare later.
All right, let's get into our upcoming films because it is a movie-going weekend.
Finally.
We're not competing with the Super Bowl. We're not doing that. Instead, we have Valentine's Day following this
that's right.
Saturday.
Tough holiday.
And there's 2 movies we really need to focus on, in my opinion. Number 1, Kingsman: The Secret Service. Number 2, 50 Shades of Grey. How to tackle this first?
Where should we go? Where should we start here?
I feel like the rants for 50 Shades are going to be never ending, so
Yeah.
I need to be able to cut certain people off. So we're going to start with Kingsman,
All right.
The Secret Service.
Let me start by saying this is the first movie I've actually been excited for since 2015 has started, because January It's basically crap. But
Yeah.
so far this month's been crap. American Sniper I saw last year, so that I
was
don't
gonna
really
say,
count
and
that.
I saw Selma last.
Yeah,
Correct.
But Kingsman is the first movie I'm actually excited to see because it's based on a Mark Miller comic, just like Kick-Ass. It's directed by the same guy who did Kick-Ass, Matthew Vaughn.
Yep.
And it looks so much fun. And honestly, it's already opened up overseas. I've heard nothing but great things from people that actually saw Screener. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to see this movie.
I'm also really excited to see this movie. I think that I'm a little confused on their marketing.
Okay.
It's because I think that they should be capitalizing on the fact that this is same people who did Kick-Ass.
Yep.
Because to me it's confusing because they're advertising it as like a teen franchise, but it's rated R. And they haven't really, as I'm watching the trailers, they're not showing all the violence, which is supposedly what it's getting the R rating for. It's supposedly extremely violent.
Well, they had the same problem with Kick-Ass because it's such a weird,
It looks silly.
it rides the
but
line.
it's really not silly.
Yeah, and Kick-Ass. When I saw Kick-Ass, let me just say I didn't expect it to be what it was. So when
Neither
I
did
saw it, I was like,
I was pleasantly surprised.
yes, and I feel like they're having the same problem.
I
with this movie.
disagree. I felt like people were very aware about Kick-Ass because people were talking about Chloe Moretz being too young for it.
Yeah, just the
And
cursing
they're
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
though.
and so that was getting a lot of publicity that everyone knew why it was rated R because she was being like, they're like, she's too young. And for this one, you're showing people that the main cast seems to be in the 18 to young 20s range, which
Sure.
normally is playing to high school
Well, you
kids.
got Colin Firth and Samuel Jackson, which definitely playing to older crowd.
But I also think, I mean, first of all, I don't know why he's dressed like Russell Simmons, but that's there's a fine line
Samuel
between there's a fine line between playing like a corny movie and if you can mesh that corny and like kind of like action, which like Guardians of the Galaxy did with like that corny humor, but it was good.
Yeah.
Same thing with Kick-Ass, some corny humor from Nicolas Cage and.
But then you throw in the graphic violence.
Right, the graphic violence that plays along with it. I think this guy's going to knock it out of the park. It's at 82 on Rotten Tomatoes for an action movie. It's pretty fantastic.
I think it's going to be a great movie. I'm just wondering if it's going to get the numbers.
I think it's
I'm
going to be
wondering
like
if it's going to
Kick-Ass.
get the
It's
pull.
not going to do very
But
well.
people don't know that it's made by the people who did Kick-Ass. They're presenting it as just your normal teen action flick.
Kick-Ass didn't do very good in theaters. Near did Part 2.
No, but I think this movie, will it open big? We'll talk about that in a little while. But I think it'll have staying power. I think it'll have word of mouth. Be like, hey, this movie was actually really,
Yeah,
really
kind of like
good.
Kick-Ass. And I think when it hits, home video, that's really what's going to kind of gather its following. Just kind of like Kick-Ass.
I'm
It's going
most
to be very
excited to
similar
see
to
this
Kick-Ass.
girl, Gazelle. The
Yeah,
girl
with
who
the
has,
feet,
she's like
who has, like,
playing an
blades.
injured amputee, but she has like blades on her feet. She's
Yeah.
like she's a dancer. So I just feel like the action sequences with her are going to be fantastic.
I'm going to say something crazy, and it's true. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
The blade in the feet thing. It was by that Olympian. They were going to hire that Olympian to do the show.
Oh, really?
So basically, what happened was he was going to do it, and he's like this secret like get away with murder guy, and he actually shoots somebody through a door. He actually really did that in real life. So the Alexander
I have
Pastrana.
no idea what you're talking about.
the runner with the
The guy who killed his girlfriend
Yeah,
in
he
the
killed his
bathroom.
girlfriend.
He's on trial.
Basically, they were going to give him the part.
Oh, really?
in real
Before
life.
the murder.
But isn't there
yeah.
also like a really famous like girl athlete who has them?
Yeah,
It's
but
a
they were going to
female
get.
part.
But it was for the guy at first.
Oh, then that
they
whole
were-
murder trial happened.
And the whole
they
murder
had to
trial
push it
happened.
aside.
And in the movie, the person with the whatever
Yeah.
actually shoots somebody through a door,
Really?
which would have been kind of
A little
ironic.
too close to home.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're
soundbite?
all on board to actually see Kingsman. What about 50 Shades of
What about
Grey?
I like Kingsman though in another way because they're going off to like a gentleman theme.
Kingsman.
Yeah.
there's
It's
a
kind of
gentleman
like an
guy.
Austin Powers. Like
There's like a
throw
top 5
feel
thing,
to it.
and I fall into the category of number 5. A gentleman is always on target with witty remarks, interesting facts, and conversation starters that bring the best out of everyone.
Those are your new rules
Yeah.
and guidelines for life.
Yes.
Brought to you by
That
Tom.
makes sense.
How to be a gentleman.
All right, so 50 Shades,
50 Shades. Who's going?
Juggernaut.
That was a tough set.
What does that mean?
I was on set.
50
Oh, you're on
Shades?
set?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
Well, I'm a sexhibitionist, which is exhibitionist with an X in front of it, an S in front of it. So it's sexhibitionist.
Exhibitionist. Okay.
Well, it's more than 20 minutes of sex scenes in this movie.
Yeah, I heard about that. There's like over 20 minutes of sex
So
scenes
a
in
lot
the
of stuff
movie
was
alone.
Well, the entire book
Is it sex?
is pretty much sex scenes.
Okay, so what did you do on set?
So basically, the sex scenes were getting a little repetitive, and I am in the Guinness Book of World Records for one of the most flexible guys over 30.
Over 30?
Over 30. So I was on set and just helped them operate a little bit, flex them out, stretch them out a little bit, get their core.
Sounds like the most amazing job ever.
Yeah. It wasn't
He's
bad.
going to do a demo next week about how flexible he is. Just wait.
Over 30.
No, but 50
Sex
Shades,
additionists.
talking
Is that
about
a real thing?
Oh yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about 50 Shades, because to me what's the most crazy thing about this movie is how hard they are pushing it in every direction. You go to makeup stores and they have like 50 Shades of Grey makeup. They're
serious?
selling 50 Shades of Grey wine.
Okay. See,
They're
I
like
didn't know
advertising at the theaters to like sell these wines, and they're like, satin Merlot and silk Pinot.
I think you're seeing this more than us because you're a girl. We're not like, there's not like 50 Shades Grey basketball
everywhere.
shorts or anything.
Angelina Jolie was
everywhere.
supposed to direct this. She didn't want to do it. She wanted to do Unbroken instead.
Good choice.
Yeah, I agree. But they're pushing it so
Yeah,
hard, which
so
is
they're
actually
really-
making me think it's going to be horrendous.
Oh, I mean the movie.
The movie.
The
I
book
think
was
the movie's gonna be
horrible.
horrendous. But
You read the book?
I had it forwarded to me.
You read the book?
someone read it out loud to him, and he just reclined and listened as they all spoke and enjoyed.
Would they act out the scenes
so
for
that
you?
he could go
I
on
did it in
set and feel.
Sofia Vergara voice.
Nice.
There you go. She personally,
So
as a
did
personal.
you read the
Celebrities
book?
read books to you.
Did you read the book?
Huh?
Did you read the book?
I did. I read all of the books on vacation.
wait, all the books?
I
There's more than
did.
one?
There's 3.
There's 3 50 Shades of Grey
Dude,
books?
I was in Aruba, and there was like at a big resort, and there was like 40 beach chairs, and every single chick was reading
Yeah.
50 Shades of
Are you
Grey.
serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was
all the
walk- I was
girls,
walking
all the
around
girls'
in-
moms, everyone was reading this.
I was walking around in
All right, well, let's
Speedos.
talk a little bit. First of all, it's apparently it's like broken some records for the most like pre-order for tickets or something like that. Like people are like buying tickets in advance like by the handful.
I have
So
a theory.
it's already gonna make. It's already set to make money. Hasn't even opened yet. So it's gonna make a crap
It's
load.
gonna make $65 to $70 million.
And the fact I think it is Valentine's Day weekend. It's like a perfect storm of just money.
I
gathering.
feel like it's supposedly 50 Shades of Grey was written from fan fiction of Twilight.
Yeah, she was a Twilight blogger.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy
And I
crap.
just kind of have a feeling that the same crowd who went to Twilight, who was like diehard, gonna
yeah.
love it, even if it was just horrendous.
Oh my god.
Same crowd.
Wait.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
That's what I'm thinking.
Here's a note to every single guy in America. Wait outside the theater after 50 Shades of Grey lets out.
With
It's
a
going to be
suit.
a bunch of chicks drinking wine.
Wear a suit.
No, you don't even wear a suit.
Oh, okay.
Just have a bunch of lollipops and like pretzel rods and glow sticks in your hand or something. Chicks are going to be looking to grab something.
AMC has
You wanna be
AMC
there.
has made an announcement that although they approve of fans dressing up to go to films, they are not allowing any like
And dominatrix stuff.
risky business
Oh.
with this film.
I'm going to be it.
They have made announcements
I know
because
what
they
I'm
are
doing.
expecting it.
I'm gonna
Friday,
get a job
Saturday.
in a theater just for this weekend.
I'm telling you, if you're a guy hanging out and have like a little 2 martini glasses or something outside of it, I mean, if you can't get, a chick
And on Valentine's Day weekend,
after
if they're
the
single,
game, yes. Oh my God, it's going to be like taking candy from a handicap.
it's like
kid.
the Oklahoma land rush. Everyone should just be waiting outside.
He's right. They are advertising to men as well. There are ads
Oh
on the
my
radio
God.
where it's like, guys, if you want to get your lady ready this
Yeah.
weekend, take her to 50 Shades.
Oh,
like,
easily.
Directed at the guys.
They might have to have security in the theater. The orgy might open up.
All right. Well, how is this craziness?
It's like
and
it's like back in the Roman days. It's just gonna be.
how is this
gonna be
mob
out of
mentality going to affect the numbers this weekend?
You guys, are you
listen.
and Roxy going to check it out?
No,
No.
I will not.
Are you
I'll
not? Are you
it
gonna
if
see it this weekend?
No.
No.
Why not?
I would rather see Kingsman than this weekend. Than
I'm gonna go
50
see it.
Shades.
I'm gonna go see it when it's almost out of the theater. In that place in Pasadena with JT Houston. $2.
It's a different crowd at that point.
You can walk in and do whatever you want.
That's
like a
a
real
little
porn.
scary. Okay, let's get into what our predictions are. Since you can't seem to stop talking, except for now when you're going to drink this shake.
This is a big movie for me.
She's getting ready.
This is going to be a defining moment in my life.
Okay,
in this
so
movie.
This
Please.
shake is just to get ready for the weekend.
Oh yeah,
Please.
I'm already gearing up. I lost 5 pounds already.
Okay.
Spray on
Sorry.
abs.
All right. Spray on abs.
Sorry, go. I'm done.
Are you good?
Okay, I'm done. Yeah.
Are you going to do your predictions?
Yeah, I'll go first again if you
Thank
want me to.
you. Yes.
Obviously, I'm up 2-1 now because me and JT tied last week.
Yeah.
You have 0 still. I mean, you did win the foreign game, but whatever.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. Number 5. We're going to go with, I think you know when Jupiter Ascending would probably be the same name in China. That's when you know the movie's going to tank. When Chinese use the same name as we do.
Okay.
Jupiter Ascending, number 5.
Okay. Number 5, Jupiter.
Luckily, because there's nothing else. 4, American Sniper.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Dropping another 2 spots.
Yeah, it'll probably make 15 and 17 or something like that. I was right on par last week with 24. I mean, that's exactly
Okay.
what it made. So thanks.
Okay.
Number 3, the Kingsman, Secret Service.
Okay.
I was hoping it would make more, but I think, like you said, people just ain't really, they're like, is this good or is this not? I need maybe people to hear it is so I can
It
go.
needs more word of mouth.
You know. 2, the idiot with the sponge idiot. SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the fish, whatever he is.
He's a
and-
sponge.
Yeah,
Sponge Bob.
yeah, like an ocean, whatever. He's in the ocean. And number 1, one of my most anticipated movies of the year.
It is. It's mine now.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Me waiting outside a theater when it ends. There's gonna be so much. There's gonna be so much stuff going on.
I'm just gonna write.
It's gonna be a circus out there.
What are those mobile homes? I'm just gonna
I
write a
think
mobile home.
I just sit
Park in
outside
front of the theater.
Yep. Free lemonade.
Stay
spiked.
away
Spiked lemonade.
from.
My card's lemonade.
Yeah, they're lucky if they should keep me in the house this weekend. They shouldn't even let me out.
Okay. I'll go next. Because anyway. All right. Number 5. I'm gonna go with Paddington. Number 5. I think it was 5 this weekend. I think it's gonna stay there. Counter programming to everything else that's coming out this weekend. Number 4.
Except for SpongeBob.
That's what SpongeBob's
is
still gonna be up there. But look,
The same.
Paddington was still in the top 5, even though SpongeBob was out there.
I predicted that.
Number 4 will be Jupiter Ascending.
Okay.
I think it's going to drop off. I think these 4 and 5 are going to make very little money compared to the rest. Number 3, American Sniper. I think it's still going to hold strong. I mean, it's number 2. It still made 24 million, more than 2 big budget films, which are special effects extravaganzas. I think it's still going to do good. Number 2, I'm going to go with The King. No, wait.
Yeah.
No, wait. I messed up. I messed up.
Because I'm
I
talking
messed
about
up. I messed
Paddington's
up.
going to be out of theaters next week.
That's right. Hold on. I'm going to go 1 to 5 because I totally messed that up. Number 1 is going to be 50 Shades Grey, no doubt.
Okay.
Number 2 is going to be SpongeBob. It's going to stay strong. I mean, 56 is a lot of money. Number 3, I'm going to put Kingsman. Mm-hmm. I think number 3 is going to be Kingsman. Number 4 is going to be American Sniper. Mm-hmm. And number 5 will be Jupiter Ascending.
It's not exactly
That's
what
mine,
you
yeah.
said.
Is it really? Yeah, then we had the same one.
Yeah, it's fine. Did you think...
Originally, I was going to put Paddington different, but I'm right there with you.
Okay.
I'm
I think
going-
he's got 50 Shades of Grey in his mind right now.
Yeah.
He's got the mobile home that he's going to
So
buy.
you first put Paddington
thinking
in,
about.
and then you got confused.
Paddington and out.
And then you just decided to hop onto his
me and
list.
Sarah looked at each other like, is he serious about Paddington? Does he want to lose here?
The 50 Shades threw me off.
Listen, Paddington
I
had a
feel
nice
like if
run.
you
He's
do
done.
tie next week, like you just can't win against
You know what?
that.
No. Here's what we'll do. We'll. What do you think? What do you think Shades will?
Yeah, what do you
grade
think Shades will make?
Well, is yours the same too?
No, let's hear
Well, now
yours.
I just feel like I have to be different.
Well,
Is it
was
the
it the
same?
same?
It was going to be the same.
Then let's do
Okay,
that.
let's
I
do
like
It's
it.
going to be
numbers
the
then.
same, but I could switch American Sniper.
Why would you want to do that for? This is going to be the 5. This is a 5 for 5. Trust me.
Oh gosh, so we're
let's-
betting money.
We'll
Or
bet how much
money.
50 Shades is going to make.
All right,
Yes.
hold on.
That sounds about right. Closest to
I need to Google
Are you
something.
doing update? She's doing update.
I'm Googling something.
All right, well, listen. According to Finstock's
What are you
pitch,
googling?
I'm Googling.
What time's the first showing of 50 Shades of Grey?
Exactly.
we're talking overall from whenever it opens Thursday night till Monday, right?
It's because it's a 4-day weekend this week.
Oh, that's right.
It's President's Weekend, so don't get
Don't
it
count
twisted.
Monday. Don't count Monday.
Don't count
Okay.
Monday.
All right,
3-day
so
weekend.
I'm going to say, holy crap, after your pitch, makes me want to bring the price up.
Every single chick's going to see this, and they're going to be wasted, and they'll probably see it
Every-
3 times this weekend.
and every guy's-
Especially single ones.
All right, I'm gonna say 90 million
For 3 days?
for 3 days.
Okay. Sarah?
I'm not gonna go quite that high. I googled Twilight, and I'm just gonna steal the Twilight opening, which was about. See, they range from like 69 all the way up to 141,
Okay.
which I think I just might have to stick with. I think I might just have to stick with 69 million opening.
Wow.
Wow, what a number!
What a number to pick.
What a number to go for 50 shit.
Not bad.
I wish I
Your
thought of
head-
that.
we know where her head's at.
All right, go ahead. What are you thinking?
I am going to go, and it's just closest. Doesn't have to be over. It's
Yeah.
the
Where's
closest.
closest?
I'm going to go ahead and say $66 million for the 3-day weekend.
Wow.
You're guessing 3 million off from me?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking movies here.
So if it's under 60, you win. If it's over 69, I win.
No.
Well, if it gets closer to 90, though.
Well, if it's 50, I win.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's The Price is Right. It's betting $1. You got to bet the $1 and The Price is Right.
Okay.
We have a winner.
I'm going to go with 90. I think it's going to destroy.
We
Maybe
will
4
see.
days.
Well, guys, it was. I don't know if I can actually say that I'm happy to be back. No, I'm so happy to be back talking to you guys about movies, about the box office. Don't chuckle like that. It's uncomfortable.
Well, no, I was just looking at some of my notes here.
Okay. Thank you for tuning into the Popcorn Talk Network. Please follow us on Facebook, like us, comment to us, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, let's get those numbers up.
Thank you again to Ken for last week. And you guys have Twitters.
Yes, we
Yes,
do.
Schmoes JTE.
And aren't we? And I'm at Bob Finstock still because I mean, there's a lot of money riding on that, like I said. So anybody who's telling me to change it, I can't. That being said, I think we're gonna have some callers within the next couple of weeks. We're gonna start letting some callers in. Maybe go with
listen to Finstock.
maybe go with the top 5. Maybe get their top 5. They win. If they beat us, they get.
I wanna
maybe
hear some,
Ooh, that
a
sounds
shirt,
great.
a shirt or something.
Yeah,
or-
let's compete with the fans.
Yeah, I want to hear some 50 Shades of Grey stories next week.
Oh, I'm gonna have a bunch of them.
I don't.
I'm hoping to get locked up. We'll see how it goes.
You can't say things like that. All right, we have to say goodbye.
Well, like in a sex
Goodbye.
dungeon.
Say goodbye.
All right,
Bye,
guys. See you
bye,
later.
bye.
Keep watching those numbers.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, Christian Harloff, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
Sure, guys.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of its owners or principals.